Hey guys, we're going to start talking about the basics of art, and the first art skill I want to talk about is drawing lines. So, line is something that is in almost every kind of art, and there's lots of different ways to make line. If I grabbed a stick and rubbed in the dirt, I could make a line. If I walked across a room, the path I took walking would be an invisible imaginary line. So let's talk about the kinds of lines we can draw and draw some together. So first we'll talk about straight lines. Straight lines don't have any curves or wiggles in them. First kind of straight line is going to be a horizontal, which is like this. A horizontal line, you could call it flat. I go over it a few times, make it stand out. That is a straight horizontal line. So you might say, okay, well if that's horizontal, what about ones that go up and down? That's called a vertical line. So we've got horizontal, we've got vertical, and then anything that's in between that's not quite flat and not quite straight up and down, maybe like this, or this, those we would all call diagonal. So diagonal are the slanty lines that aren't perfectly flat and aren't perfectly up and down. So, straight. Well, what if our line's not straight? What if it's got a bend to it? Well, if it was just one bend, we would call that a curved line. And lines can be curved in lots of different directions. I might want to curve this way. You know, those are all curved. What if I'm going to curve but a lot over and over again? You call that a squiggly or a wiggly or a curvy line. A lot of different ways you could call this. But it's got multiple curves. Bumpy, maybe. Alright, what if I want my curve to keep going? You call that a spiral or a curlicue line. Okay, how about if you have diagonal lines back and forth over and over? We call that a zigzag line. Okay, so we've got some lines up here. Basic lines. Is there any other lines you can think of? Or any ways that you could draw these lines differently than how I've drawn them? Well, I know something special about lines. Lines are what you use when you want to make a shape. Let me show you. If we take two horizontal and two vertical lines, horizontal, horizontal, vertical, vertical. Now we've got a rectangle. So whenever you have lines that connect, we'll end up with a shape. Remember one more thing. Try to draw soft. When y'all are making lines, a lot of times you want to do, like I've been doing here, these thick, dark lines. And that's great for when you're trying to make a video so that people can see what the line looks like. But it gets kind of hard to erase it if you mess up. If I draw a very soft line, I can still see it, but when I go to erase it, because there's a little mess up, it goes completely away. So practice drawing your soft lines and try all the different styles. Straight, horizontal, vertical, diagonal, curved, squiggly, curly Q, and zigzag. Okay guys,